Welcome to our channel. Today, we are diving into the short but powerful poem, The Eagle by Alfred Lord Tennyson. We'll explore its paraphrasing, summary, literary devices, important question answers and see how Tennyson brings the eagle to life with his words. So, let's soar high and discover the world from the eagle's perspective.
He clasps the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun, in lonely lands. Ringed with the azure world, he stands. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt, he falls.
Important things about him. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Alfred Lord Tennyson was born on August 6, 1809, in England. He became one of the greatest poets of the Victorian age. He served as the Poet Laureate of Great Britain for more than 40 years, from 1850 to 1892. This made him the official voice of poetry in his country. Tennyson wrote many famous poems, including The Eagle, The Charge of the Light Brigade, and In Memoriam. His poetry is known for its powerful imagery, deep emotions, and musical rhythm. He passed away in 1892 and was buried in Westminster Abbey, a place where many great people are honored. Alfred Lord Tennyson is one of the most celebrated poets in English literature. So here is stanza 1. He clasps the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands, ringed with the azure world, he stands. And it can be paraphrased as, the eagle holds on to the rocks with his sharp claws. He is very high up, close to the sun, all by himself. He is standing, surrounded by the big blue sky. Let's explore some important words from stanza 1 and their meanings. Clasps means to hold something tightly. Imagine gripping your favorite book or a precious keepsake. Crag means a high, rough rock. Picture a rugged cliff rising boldly against the sky. Crooked means something bent or curved, not straight, like a winding path through a forest. Ringed means or surrounded, as if by a protective ring. Think of a castle surrounded by walls. And the word azure means a bright, clear blue, like a cloudless summer sky. Expand your vocabulary, one word at a time. In this poem, the poet uses several literary devices to make the description powerful and vivid. First, alliteration. In line 1, the repetition of the C sound in clasps, crag and crooked creates a strong and sharp effect, emphasizing the eagle's grip and strength. Next, imagery. The line, the wrinkled sea beneath crawls, creates a clear picture in the reader's mind, making the sea look small, slow, and far below the eagle. Then, we see a metaphor. In line 3, azure world is used as a metaphor for the sky, highlighting its vastness and deep blue color. Finally, consonants. In line 3, the repetition of the D sound in and stands adds a subtle rhythm and musical quality to the poem. These literary devices together make the poem more vivid, powerful, and memorable.
So here is the stanza 2. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt he falls. It can be paraphrased as, the sea far below him is moving slowly. He looks out from the walls of his high mountain home. He quickly dives down like lightning.
Let's explore some important words from stanza 2 with their meanings. The first word is wrinkled, and the meaning is small lines, like the tiny folds you see on old paper or an aged hand. The next word is beneath, and the meaning is under or below something, like the roots hidden beneath the soil, or the shadow beneath a tree. Next, we have crawl, which means move slowly, like a baby inching across the floor, or an insect slowly making its way along a branch. The word thunderbolt means lightning, a sudden flash that lights up the sky during a storm. And finally, falls, which means drops down, like raindrops falling from the clouds or leaves falling gently to the ground. In this stanza number 2, the poet uses different literary devices to bring the scene to life. First, personification. In line 1, the sea is described as crawling, which gives it a human-like action, making the image more vivid and lively. Next, imagery. The line, the wrinkled sea beneath him crawls, helps the reader clearly imagine the movement and texture of the sea far below the eagle. Then, we see a metaphor. In line 2, mountain walls, compares the mountain to strong, protective walls, showing the eagle's powerful and secure position. Finally, simile. In line 3, the The eagle's sudden fall is compared to a thunderbolt, emphasizing its speed, power, and intensity. These devices make the poem more descriptive, dynamic, and exciting for the reader. Reference: the poem The Eagle is written by Alfred Lord Tennyson, a famous English poet, in 1851. Summary: this poem describes a powerful eagle, sitting high on a rocky mountain. The eagle is shown as strong, fearless, and alone, holding tightly to the rocks with its claws. It is close to the sun, which shows its great and strength. Below it, the sea moves slowly, making the eagle seem even more still and majestic. Suddenly, the eagle dives down quickly like a thunderbolt to catch its prey. The poem shows the beauty, power, and speed of nature. It also creates a feeling of strength, control, and sudden action in just a few lines. Now let's start question and answers related to this poem. Question 1. Who or what is the main subject of the poem? And the answer is, the main subject of the poem is an eagle. Here is the question 2. What is the significance of the subject's physical attributes, such as crooked hands and being close to the sun? And the answer is, the crooked hands refer to the eagle's talons gripping the crag, and close to the sun emphasizes its high altitude and majestic presence. Now let's see question 3. How does the poem explore the theme of solitude or loneliness? And the answer is, the poem explores solitude by depicting the eagle alone in its lofty perch, isolated from the world below. Moving to question 4. What is the overall tone of the poem, and how does it change throughout the stanzas? And the answer is, the overall tone of the poem is majestic and awe-inspiring, highlighting the eagle's grandeur and power. The tone remains consistent throughout the stanzas. Now let's see the question 5. Which figure of speech is used in "He clasps the crag with crooked hands," and comment on its effect? And the answer is, the figure of speech used is personification, giving the eagle human-like qualities. This enhances the imagery and emphasizes the eagle's strength and dominance. Here is the final question 6. How does the final line, "Like a thunderbolt he falls," relate to the preceding lines and the poem's central theme? And the answer is, the final line, "Like a thunderbolt he falls," relates to the preceding lines by showcasing the eagle's sudden and powerful descent, reinforcing the theme of its majestic and formidable nature. So here are 2 bonus questions. The first question is, what is the theme of the Eagle poem? And the answer is, the theme of Alfred Lord Tennyson's The Eagle is strength and nobility in and of the natural world. This is most noticeable in the author's use of personification and imagery throughout the poem. Let's see the last question. What is the meaning of the poem The Eagle? Answer is, the eagle serves as a metaphor for the grace and power of nature's force. The eagle is seen navigating its kingdom, both the sea and the sky, gracefully and with precision. I hope you found this video helpful and easy to understand. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like the video, share it with your classmates, subscribe to my channel for more educational content. See you in the next lesson.